Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I did a video earlier today and I was going to go and visit my friend Molly. I'd sent her a message about 11:30 to tell her that I'd be, if she was at home, I'd be coming up about 1:30. And she usually sends me a message back straight away telling me I should be at home, and because I won't go up until she says she's at home, because it's a good 35 to 40 minutes drive from where I live to where Molly lives, and to make sure she's going to be in. And I never heard anything from Molly. I was starting to get worried actually, but I had to go to the post office, and I was going to call in at the post office on my way to Molly's, but I never heard anything from Molly, so I just went over to the post office, and when I came back, I had a phone call from Molly, and she was telling me, sorry, she never saw my message. She says it never came on her phone till about 3 o'clock. I think she wants to change her provider. Well, unless there's something that's happening that stopped the calls going through. I don't know who she's with, but anyway. But she said, well, I'm home now. I am home if you want to, if it's not too late. But I thought I wasn't too keen about going up after 3 o'clock because of the traffic. The traffic would be heavy in that. And so I said, we'll leave it till tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. Maria says, I'll come up the same time tomorrow. So that's what's happened today. So I never got up to Molly's today. And then I remembered it's my quiz night tomorrow night as well. That's a similar place up near where Molly lives. That's where I'm going for the quiz. So I'll be having 2 trips up that way tomorrow. Molly's and then the quiz on the night time. And I wasn't at my granddaughter's yesterday because my granddaughter was doing something with, I think it was in the Great North Run. One of those runs anyway, where she helped last year for clearing up afterwards. So she said she wasn't going to be in. But Craig said to me, he said, you can still come for your dinner if you want. I'll still be here. So it doesn't matter, I'll make my own dinner. So you can go to your mum's or somewhere for a change. Take the kids, go to your mum's and get your dinner there. So that's what I did. And Saturday, because I haven't had a video up for a few days, and Saturday my son was up on, that was another reason he was up all day on Saturday, helping me in my garden. And I cut the lawn in the front and the hedge in the front, and I left the back, because the back is very large. There's 3 lawns to cut all together in my back and front garden. There's 2 in the back. So I left that for him. So he cut the lawns and cut the hedge, and he was doing a lot of weeding and that in. So I never had time to put a video up on Saturday either. But I'm catching up today, and I have put a one up on my other channel, on my Just Knitting channel, letting everybody know that I now have 17,000 subscribers. But I was also on a bit of a rant on that channel as well about the videos, that I've come to the conclusion, because I don't get very much revenue off that channel, even though I've got 17,000 subscribers. I get lots of views, but the revenue you make is not off the views, it's off the ads in those views. And if you don't watch those ads, I don't get anything for the views. And I rely on the what I make on YouTube to pay my rent and my council tax, because I normally get between £600 and £700 a month from YouTube. And because of me, it's all legal and everything, I used to get my rent paid and my council tax paid before I started on YouTube. But I don't now, and I do rely on what I get off YouTube to pay my rent and my council tax. The last couple of months, I've only had about £500, and I know it's to do with the with people, especially on my Just Knitting channel, because I say I have 17,000 subscribers on that channel. I get lots of views, but the views aren't watching the ads because they are flicking through the video to get to the parts of the tutorial that they want. And that's knocking my revenue down. So I was talking about it on, because I was telling everybody that I had 17,000 subscribers, bragging again. So I was letting everyone know that when I'll be putting any more tutorials up, while I put adult ones up in more than one part, because of the size, it takes a lot longer for the adult ones. I will be putting the smaller ones, like the children's ones, up in a few parts so that people have to watch the more of my video instead of flicking through, and you're flicking off the adverts. And if you don't watch at least 30 seconds of an advert, if you flick it off at 29 seconds, I get nothing. It has to be watched for 30 seconds. And then I get a little bit more if someone clicks on an advert as well. And I think that's what's been happening. I think people are, because they may do a part of the cardigan or whatever it is, a tutorial, and then they'll flick on to the next part that they want instead of watching the video and letting the ads run on it. Because some of the ads aren't even 30 seconds. But if they let that ad run, I do get paid for it. But if you flick it off before it's finished, I don't get nothing. And that's what's really annoying me, because when I go on other people's videos, I always let the ads run, and sometimes, especially anyone who's monetized, I'll click on the adverts as well. It gives them a little bit extra revenue. But I know by the amount of revenue that I've been getting that people haven't been watching the ads, have been flicking them off. And I don't like that, because if that keeps happening, even if I put bits up, I'm going to stop putting tutorials up, so you'll only have this channel to watch. Because it's a lot of work for what I do, for putting them up. As is just the knitting, the things, and then the work I have to do to put it up on the YouTube, all the editing and everything I have to do, especially on those type of things where I have to edit out all the parts that's no good and join all things together and everything. And it was really getting me annoyed when, because I've had to pay my council tax out of my savings, because my pension, I need about, my rent and my council tax works out around about £600 a month. And my pension is just a little bit more than that. I don't even, if I had to pay the rent and everything out of my pension, the rent and the council tax, I probably wouldn't even have enough for food left over. Because it's not just the rent and the council tax, but I also used to get a free TV licence. I used to get the heating allowance, which I don't get anymore now because I don't get pension credit. So there's a lot of things I've lost through YouTube, actually, through going legal on YouTube and paying my taxes when I have to pay. And that's something else I have to pay taxes on what I'm earning as well. But anyway, that's enough of that. I am on to the second front on this one. That's one back and one front I've got done. And I'm on to the second, the right way around, the second front. And I have finished one of the sides on here, and now have the back and that side finished on there. So not be long, I'll be doing another little part of that one shortly. I'll be finishing a little bit of this green one and doing a little bit more of this one to get those ones finished, because they offer patterns. And my own, I think I'm up to the armholes practically on this. Put my tape measure and measure it. I do 15 inches up to the armholes for myself. Oh, I am. It actually measures 15 inches. So I can start doing the shaping on the armholes on that now and get the rest of the back finished. I'll push that needle back a little bit more before I lost the stitches off it. Put that needle in there so it doesn't lose the other needle. And I've got the tape measure wrapped around all the wool and everything here. It's all curled, the tape measure. Oh dear me, I have to take that out there and out there. That's it. Put that down. And I showed you in the earlier video what I was doing with this. I'll have to put that down. It's wrapped. I've got that much wool, different things on here. The wool is all wrapping around each other. That's it. That's how much I've done of the very thick, chunky. I don't even know what it's called. This is thicker than super chunky. But I have done 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. I've done that's 13 rows. You can see. I don't know whether these were full balls or not, but it was a ball that was rolled up there, and that's I've left that part at the side to weave in where I joined a ball. I don't think it was quite a full ball, that one. But I've had to join another one in here, and I've left it in the middle because there's such a lot of wool, you know, to leave hanging down the side, because I don't know how far it's going to go. So I thought I can weave that in along the row on each side. It'll not be noticed, because I know how to do things like that without it shown. So that's what I'm going to keep doing with that. Just keep on going with the wool I have. I've got quite a few balls of this, so, but it doesn't go very far, balls. So it'll probably take what I've got to do the it'll be like a lap blanket. I'm not sure what width this is actually. I just cast on 50 stitches and it looked about right for going across your knee. That's 16. It's hard to measure this. I'm just guessing it. 29, 30. It's about 40 inches wide. So that's about 40 inches wide. So that I'll just keep going until either I use up all the wool, depending. There's quite a bit of it, but I think it's going to take quite a lot to do this, going by what I've used, because that is one ball, and the other 2 balls were about that size. Maybe it's not quite as much as that, but near enough to that. Be a nice warm. It's very thick, that. It's lovely and soft as well. It's going to be a nice warm blanket, that. Put that over there and put that on top to get it away from the rest of the wool, and get my tape measure out the way before it gets all wrapped up in there again. So that's another video for today. I'm going to carry on. It is almost, on my clock, my watch, oh, it's 25 past 5. It's time for my tea now anyway. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.